My name is Jessica Hetty, and I am doing an interview with the Cookeville Rescue Mission. Today, I met with Larry Self, who is the director of the Cookeville Rescue Mission, and also his wife, Miss Betty. She is the assistant director. I had a couple of questions in mind for him when I went, so a couple of those questions would include, where do your funds come from? This is a nonprofit organization of which their funds come from different sources such as churches or even the local factories. They do not accept any funds from the state or the government. The next question I asked Mr. Larry was, how many people do you typically house at one time? How many homeless people do you take in? His answer to that was approximately the night before, which was last night, he had 32 individuals. They have different sets of housing, such as the Family Housing Lodge, which can house up to 4 families, which means a wife, a husband, and their children, or also a single mother and their children. That way they can all stay together. That houses up to 4 families. There's also a women's dorm, and the women's dorm holds up to 5 people. So 5 people can sleep in the women's dorm. There's also a men's dorm, which sleeps up to 14 individuals. Also, they have 2 30-day program rooms, which can sleep up to 8 people. The Cookeville Rescue Mission offers many different programs to these individuals that I was very surprised. Not only do they house and put a shelter, not only do they put a roof over their head and feed them, but they offer programs. One of their programs was the 12-step program, which helps them to become a better person. It helps them to get jobs. They take them through interviews, practice interviews. They help them overall become a better person. And they help them get out there, and they give them hope. Furthermore, they have she described it as a mental program. They help them spiritually. They want them to let God in their life and to know that there's hope and that things can and will get better. Furthermore, another question that I had was, have you ever had to turn anyone down? Do you typically get people that you have to turn away and tell them that you don't have any room? And Mr. Larry's response to that was, no, very, very rare. He said he thinks in the 36 years that he has done this, maybe a handful of times. He said typically it works out well. They have an exact amount that they need, and that if this does happen, a lot of times they are partnered up with some churches whom have gymnasiums that they will put cots and house these families. So very rare do they ever have to turn anyone down. Furthermore, another very important aspect that the Cookeville Rescue Mission offers is they bought a farm several years ago. It costed them $160,000. It contains a house, a greenhouse, and a barn. And this is something, it's called a 30-day program, but they can actually stay at this place from 3 to 9 months. And you must go through your 30-day program before they will accept you into the 3 to 9 month program. And qualifications for this are, you must obtain a job. So you must get out there and get out in the community and obtain a job. Or you must draw a check of some kind, such as disability or Social Security. And the reason for that, because I was really confused when they told me they must draw a check. I did not really understand the reasoning of that. The reasoning behind that is, it's designed so that therefore they can save their money. They want them to be able to save their money so they can get a home and get back out on their own again. In order to stay at this facility for 3 to 9 months, you must pay $50 a week. And this facility is developed all around teaching these individuals responsibility. It teaches them how to grow a garden, raise animals, and build things. They also build things in order to raise money. So that was the next question I had for Mr. Larry. How do you raise money other than the church's donations and the factory's donations? For one, they had a very neat little thrift store that I was able to go through and just experience. All these people from the community in Cookeville and even other facilities will donate things that they don't need, such as beds or lamps or picture frames, just anything that they can sell. And so it goes in this thrift store, and anybody can come in and buy these things. And so whatever is bought goes back into the communities or back into the homeless shelter's budget. And so they're able to gain money this way. Furthermore, they go down to the farmer's market in the summertime, and they grow all these flowers at the greenhouse at the farm. They're able to take them to the farmer's market and sell them. He said that the last time they'd done that, they loaded up a really large truck and was able to sell all of the flowers. They were sold out very early in the day. Furthermore, they take lists of people for picnic tables, and they build picnic tables for $70 a piece. Furthermore, they build some different things such as benches, these big arbor benches, and those are $300 a piece. I was able to see one of the arbor benches that the fellas had made, and it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful to see the time and the effort that they put into this. And it shows them work, and it shows them responsibility and things that they have to do in order to gain and earn money. So that was some of the things that they do. Furthermore, they also do things, they have people, great supporters, such as Tennessee Tech. Tennessee Tech is a wonderful supporter of them. It is the local college there in the town. And he was telling me that the majority of all of their canned goods and all of their food comes from Tennessee Tech University. Furthermore, the students will come over. He said the fraternities and the sororities were wonderful. They donated much time and much food and anything. They also come over at least once a week, twice a week at times, to serve these individuals their food. They will bring their own food, cook it in the homeless shelter's kitchen, and serve dinner to these individuals. Another thing that was right there within the homeless shelter was a church. And this church was wonderful. Mr. Larry is actually the preacher there at the church, and it enables all of them to find God, and it enables them that there is hope. So every Sunday and every Wednesday, they all go to church. Something new he was telling me at the farm that is just finished is a little prayer. It's a prayer building, and it's very, very small, and it only has 2 pews in there, and it's just kind of designed for them to go in and pray and meditate. It just gives them a place that they can go to be by themselves and just to find themselves. Another question I asked him, as I said, the programs is something that is very important to them. He said that they have lots and lots of other programs, such as the dental clinic also. They have 5 local dentists in Cookeville in the area that come over and devote their time twice a month after their own office hours. And they only do extractions, but they do those for free for the people in the homeless shelter. They'll come over and they'll pull their teeth for free. They also, in order to raise money, as another effort to raise money, they will offer these services to the out community. You do have to qualify for it. You do have to remain below a certain salary. They ask you to bring in your last electric bill and your previous pay stub or something like that, and it's $75. And my question was, is it $75 per tooth, or is it $75 as a flat fee? It's a flat fee. $75, which includes your x-rays. It includes taking all 20 teeth out, everything. $75. It is wonderful. And the dentists make nothing out of this. They simply volunteer their time. All of the $75 goes to the rescue mission. He actually took me and let me tour the dental facility that they had there. And there was 2 chairs. They had an x-ray machine. It was wonderful. Some dentists in the town had also donated the chairs and all the examination tools, which was wonderful. And he was telling me that a lot of times the $75 is used for the tools and the equipment or the cleaning solution that the dentist would need during these services. And so it really, really helps. And he was, telling me that the machines and everything cost a lot of money. They ended up having to buy their own x-ray machine because they'd got many donated, but they just wasn't sufficient enough. They wanted to make sure it was the best that they could possibly give these people. Like $45,000. So which was a whole lot of money for this shelter to provide. This shelter was wonderful. The rescue mission was wonderful people. I was really impressed with the church and with the thrift store and the way that they get out there to earn money. They build picnic tables once again, and they grow flowers, they raise animals. They have all of these efforts in order to raise money, and which helps these individuals so much to regain hope and to gain their life back. Which is wonderful. So after they leave this facility, they're able to get out there and they're able to get jobs. And if they feel like they need more time, they're able to go, of course, like I said, to the 3 to 9 month stay at the farm. The farm will house about 8 people, so that's available to 8 different individuals. Let's see. And the farm is located a little bit past the mission. It's located in Sparta, which is approximately 30 minutes. Mr. Larry was wonderful, and he also goes to get their medicine for them. He says some of them do obtain vehicles, and they help out, and they have volunteers. I asked a question, do you have to have staff or volunteer members at each housing unit? And his question was absolutely. That they tried that before, just having some volunteers, and the homeless members were able to sneak in things such as drugs and beer and things that should never be there, and that's not what it's for. So they do have staff. At the farm, for example, they have 2 different staff members on duty, which is wonderful. And he said that these people, yes, they do get paid, but it's for a very low salary. They're wonderful people, and they help out so much. I was able to learn so much at this rescue mission, and actually set up a time with him next month, and I'm going to come and volunteer and hopefully serve these individuals some dinner and do everything that I can do. Furthermore, we're going to present this to my church and to see if we can get some orders for some picnic tables or some flowers or arbor benches, just to see if we can help raise some money for them. What they do is wonderful. They are very strong and brave individuals. Thank you so much. My name is Jessica Hetty once again, and I interviewed with the Cookeville Rescue Mission with Mr. Larry Self. Thank you so much.